Hello guys, in this lesson, we'll learn about two kinds of helping verbs that lets us talk about the past, namely used to and would. Used to. It's used as used to plus base form of the verb. For example, Peter used to work in Singapore. I used to have a car. To form the negative, we use didn't used to plus base form of the verb. For example, I didn't used to like cricket. To form a question, we put did before the subject. For example, did you used to do any public speaking in school? What did people used to do before smartphones? Note that there is no final D in negatives and questions. Used to is the past simple of the regular verb used to and therefore operates as other regular verbs. Never and ever. For emphasis, we can use those expressions in these patterns. Did you ever used to? And never used to. For example, did you ever used to watch Seinfeld? I never used to watch much television. Use. We use used to talk about past situations that no longer exist. This could be past habits and routines. For example, I used to play video games all the time. We used to go surfing every year. Past states. For example, I used to live in London. There used to be a restaurant here. I didn't used to like tea. The difference between used to and the past simple. The past simple of a verb and a verb follows used to can often have a similar meaning, but the verb form with used to adds that extra emphasis that the situation no longer exists. For example, I used to have curly hair when I was in college. I had curly hair when I was in my teens. Would. We use would with similar meaning to used to also talk about past habits and routines. For example, I'd play video games all the time. We'd go surfing every year. My grandparents would visit us every year. We do not, however, use would to talk about the past states. For example, I used to live in London. I would live in London. That's incorrect. I used to have a beard. I would have a beard. That's incorrect. Would is rarely used in a negative or question form. For example, we didn't used to get much free time at school. We wouldn't get much free time at school is incorrect. Frequency adverbs. We can use frequency adverbs such as always, usually, often, or sometimes with would and used to. For example, my colleague would often arrive late at work. I sometimes used to walk to college, but I'd usually get the bus. So that completes our lesson. I hope you found it useful.